Oh, hey there, it's me, Dr. Gray. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about column chromatography and protein purification. I'd like to first introduce you to my friend, a chromatography column. Now, with this friend, there are a couple of things I'd like to bring your attention to. The first of which is that this has a cap on it, and that cap can be easily removed from the top. Likewise, there's a cap on the bottom of it. Oh, look at that, it's already eluting solution. I'm going to put the cap back on the bottom of it because I want to stop the flow of the solution. So anytime that you want to stop the flow of the solution, you need to put the cap on the bottom rather than putting it on the top. Because if you put the cap on the top, what that's going to do is it's going to provide a huge amount of back pressure, forcing solution through the column very quickly. Now, the next thing that I'd like to bring your attention to with respect to this column is we've got a clear, kind of translucent-ish, because you can kind of see behind it, and then you have this region of it that is, well, completely translucent. You can't see through that, okay? So the region that you cannot see through, that is where the resin bed rests. What I'm going to do, and what I advise you all to do, is to draw a couple of lines. The first line is this line right here. This is above the resin bed, but below my solution line. That is a point at which I do not want my solution to go below. So whenever I take the cap off the bottom, my solution is going to begin flowing through. My resin bed is also settling, but now I'm going to stop it because I do not want my resin bed to run dry. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a higher line. That higher line is the line at which I do not want my solution to go over. So what this chromatography column is already going to have within it is this resin and your sodium phosphate buffer, the one that does not have NaCl. I impress upon you, the one that does not have NaCl, because we are not ready to use that. What we want to do is load our protein sample onto this column, let it run through, and then wash away proteins that do not adhere to the column simply with using our wash buffer, the sodium phosphate buffer that has no NaCl. Now, whenever we are ready to, we'll ultimately add the buffer that has NaCl because we want to wash away proteins that did adhere to the column. So what I'd like to demonstrate for y'all right now, however, is an idea of how fast this column is going to flow.